Hi, this is a screencast for our DevOps project. Milestone 1 was basically the build milestone, and here we had a Jenkins server where we created our jobs, and it was connected to a node Git repository. So as soon as we package the repository and trigger a build here, it used to run as a success or failure. We also additionally added hooks here, so when anyone is making a git commit on a particular branch, it used to run a build again, and also some status notification emails. Milestone 2 was the test and analysis phase of the pipeline. So the node project we chose already had a test suite, and we ran those tests and we made the coverage with Istanbul, and we also used the Koberchara plugin for Jenkins to report that here. And we did analysis with the ESLint framework, and that was reported using the textile plugin of Jenkins. And you can see the screenshot here and how we can see it on the right side. We also did token detection for AWS and DigitalOcean, as well as long method detection for the analysis. Here we did a git commit to just do a code analysis as well as a test analysis. So if both pass, then only the commit would be successful. Else if any of them fail, the commit would be rejected. Milestone 3 was the deployment milestone. Here we set up our DigitalOcean environment. So basically we created a droplet on there, and then we wrote a playbook file, and we did the automation using Ansible here. So the playbook file we wrote had all the configurations, the installation of a node, installation of the Git repository, the plugins we needed, and Redis server, the application, anything. So it used to automatically do everything on its own and then give us a running server, production server here. So we scale up our server for high memory consumption here. This is basically directly a production deploy on a commit. And this is we disabled functionality using feature flags. This is where we routed 1/3 of our traffic to Canary, and if any alert is generated, it automatically stopped routing and all requests were directed to a production server. Here we send SMS notifications for alerts on CPU and memory usage using Twilio, and this is how we used to get the text alerts for the Twilio. For the milestone 4 as a special component, we first added a shrinking server that was basically Diet Monkey. So we initially had a 1 GB memory server we had, and then we wrote a node script which basically checks for memory utilization, and if memory utilization is low, so basically to conserve memory, it resizes your droplet. And here we are basically trying to reduce a 1 GB memory droplet to a 512 MB droplet. So the node shrink.js script basically does that exactly, and we have kind of put timers in place to allow it to actually resize it properly. Now you can see here that it shows 512 MB droplet now. The next was the restart monkey. For this we wrote a shell script which first actually calls up a node script, and that node script calls functions to restart or reboot the server. And you can see the messages like preparing to reboot server and please wait. Again, we have timers in place here to allow for the time to reboot the server in the script. So the shell script does that initially, calls a node script. And next what we did was you can see the message getting services backup. So after the script, what we did was we wrote a side-by-side a playbook file as well, which does not a lot, but basically runs the application and the services again. So you can see the playbook file is being called here, and it automatically runs the Ansible playbook from the restart file. And here our server is backup. So I'm just trying to log into the server here and just checking if my application is back. So my application initially runs on port 3000. So I'm using the netset command for the 3000 port and checking. So you can see the node service is running on the 3000. So a somewhat summary of our phases and some tools and technologies we used and something we learned while doing our project. Detailed guides and demos are in our Git repositories, and we are open to any questions if you have. Thank you.